right.
Hello. Happy Monday to you. We are so excited to be here with you today, and we've got a great topic to talk about that I think is going to be super helpful for those of you who have been playing the social media game.
I think so.
All right, awesome. So go ahead and let us know in the comments where you're tuning in from. Say hello so that we can greet you. We are Lou and Tami Santini, and we are the founders of the 20K System and Toolkit, which is a destination wedding business course. Also, the Destination Wedding and Honeymoon Content Hero, which is done for you content program. So if you're new to here, we would just wanted to give you a heads up on who we are. And go ahead and let us know in the comments where you're tuning in from. Go ahead and say hello. And we are excited. Yeah, we had an email go out.
Did you? I didn't see one come in this time.
Well, I wrote an email.
Well, we hope you got an email that it's here. So wait.
But we've got some people here.
Mary.
We've got Mary here tuning in from Arkansas. Hello,
Right.
Mary.
Hey, Mary.
Glad that you have joined us today. Hope all is well with you.
And I believe Mary is from Bentonville, Arkansas, if I'm not mistaken.
We've got somebody tuning in from Pleasant Hill, California.
All right.
Hello and good morning to you. We are glad you're here with us today. We have Dawn joining us from Michigan.
Hello, Dawn.
Fellow Michigander with us
right up the
here.
Road from us. That's
we have somebody tuning in from Colorado. Families out skiing while I'm catching up on some work. All right. Awesome. Glad you're here.
Now, see, that amazes me that they're still skiing. There's that much snow in Colorado still. Here we are in end of March, and they still have a lot of snow in Colorado, but it is higher elevation. So that's pretty cool.
Okay. Deborah is tuning in from Ypsilanti.
All right.
We got Sully tuning in. Hello,
hey, Deborah.
Sully.
Hey, Sully. Deborah, it's sunny. I can promise you. So Deborah is 2 hours. So Dawn is about an hour north of us. Deborah is about 2 hours east of us. Deborah, the sun is coming because it is sunny here. So usually our weather comes your way, west to east. So sunshine is heading your way.
That's right.
In more ways than one.
All right. So Christine's is the one that's tuning in from Colorado.
All right. Hey, Christine.
All right. Probably because you're in a different area, Christine. That's why it's not showing up. Hello, Christy, tuning in from cold Fort Wayne.
Hey, Christine.
Yes, it is sunny in Grand Rapids for Dawn. Okay. Awesome.
Us too.
All right. So
but it is cold. It is cold here in Michigan. The wind is very cold today.
So today we're going to be talking about calls to action on social media. So in honor of that fact that we are doing calls to action for our $5 Starbucks gift card game, I thought I would ask an engaging question, because one of the things that we're going to be talking about today is how we can get engagement on social media and the types of questions and things that we can do on our social media to help get some engagement. So
I'm excited. Actually, I'm excited. I'm finally just now getting this. Everyone, I want you to know that there are times when Tami and I plan together, and there are times when Tami and I don't talk to each other. And
we show up, and one of us knows what we're doing.
And no, Tami told me last night about these call to actions. And in my mind, I'm a marketer, right? So I'm thinking, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking call to action as in, hey, join me now. Read my lead magnet now. That's not what she's talking about at all. She's talking about ways to create engagement on your social media with a call to action, engagement call to action. So now I also understand why she told me something else about, and I think it's a brilliant idea.
Thank you, honey.
And now I'm getting it. So anyway,
Thank you. You all witnessed it here, folks.
Yes, it's a brilliant idea, Tami. Brilliant.
All right, so we're going to play our $5 Starbucks gift card game. So here is the game question. What job would Tami, I don't even know how to say my own name. What job would Tami be absolutely horrible at?
Wait, I feel like why have I seen that question before? Did we do it in a game?
Yeah.
We did do it in a game.
Yes, we did.
There's a game that our daughter brought over called, what is the name of the game?
I don't remember.
Anyway, it's like Boulder Dash, but it's not. So
All right, we got Nicole tuning in from sunny and warm Houston, Texas, 71 degrees. So,
ooh, 71.
What job would Tami be absolutely horrible at? Go ahead, just put some things. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you think. You know, it's not anything I want you to like think too hard about. This is just an engaging question, and it gets conversation started and that sort of thing.
All right, Christy says being a mechanic.
Mechanic. That's a good guess.
Yeah, Christy, I second that. I think she would not be a good mechanic.
A librarian, somebody said.
Yeah, you wouldn't be a good librarian.
A taxi or Uber driver. I actually am a good driver, but
yeah, but you wouldn't.
I probably wouldn't enjoy it. Yeah, construction, good one, Don.
Yeah, but yeah, I think so far you guys have good ideas.
Mechanic, librarian, taxi driver, Uber driver.
This is a hard question for people. I think they don't.
A waitress.
Oh, that's a good one.
A pilot.
Oh, a pilot.
Okay. What else would be? What job do you think I would be absolutely horrible at? A nail tech.
Nail tech. Oh, all right.
That's a good
one.
A good one. It's interesting. Like everybody's kind of got different.
Well, everyone knows you differently.
Fields that they're going toward, like they're, and that's what makes questions like these so exciting to just see what people come up with. Okay, so Mary knows us.
Walmart. I love it. Mary Barrett, that's hilarious. Plus, again, Mary lives in the same area that Walmart's
coding and programmer. Okay, good.
Oh, that's a good one.
Doctor.
I'm not sure I thought about that one.
All right. What else? What else do you guys think I would be absolutely horrible at doing?
Yeah, doctor. That might be a bad, yeah, I think you tried to like fix my hangnail one time and hurt me like crazy.
Whatever, Lou.
Man. All right.
Lou, what job do you think I would be horrible at?
Yeah, you guys, 'cause I didn't even know what the question. Boy, that's a tough. I'm trying to remember what I said.
Gardener.
Yeah, I don't think you know what? Oh, I know what she'd be horrible at. You guys, she'd be horrible at.
What if he gets it right? What if he gets it right? Then what do we do?
At a grocery stocker. Like someone that stocks like in a grocery store, because she hates being even in a grocery store, let alone, I'm sure, being in their stocking shelves. So a shelf stocker.
Believe it or not, whoever put social worker, believe it or not, that's basically what I studied in college.
She did.
And so maybe you are cluing into, I probably wouldn't have been good at it. Who knows?
That's funny.
Chef, somebody said a chef. Yeah, I'm probably not the best at cooking.
Yeah.
So far, I would say for sure people that
you have to give everybody a clue, I think.
So just so you know, like I want to just acknowledge people who I think are 100% accurate. They just haven't guessed what I've selected yet. So keep putting some guesses.
All right.
Christy's option of being a mechanic, probably a good one for sure. Dawn's for construction.
Okay. What about the pilot thing?
I have no idea. I mean, isn't it like really mathematical? Or I mean, I'm pretty decent at the mathematical type of thought processes. So
I don't know. I've never tried to fly it in.
Coding and programmer, I probably would really despise it, but I might actually be somebody who could learn how to do it. So that was a good one. Chef for sure. That's a good one. Pamela, butcher, baker, and candlestick maker.
Pamela, that's great. That's great. Good job on that. That's funny.
That's cool. Okay, so I am going to give you a hint of the type of job. So this would be somebody who would come into your home because you're having a specific problem at your home. You're having a specific problem at your home, and they would be coming to your home. So tell me what that would be.
Guys, I think
what job would I be horrible at? Somebody said plumber.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. It's not plumber?
I'm sure that one's accurate. I probably wouldn't be good at that one.
We have electrician.
Electrician probably wouldn't be
good
at that.
Lots of plumbers. You guys, I thought it was plumber. That's what I would have picked.
I don't know what paramedics.
Okay. Hey, Diane. Hello.
Paramedics.
All right.
All right. Termite inspector.
Termite inspector. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to give this to Pamela.
Because you mean exterminator?
Pest control. Yep. Exterminator. That would be what I would have guessed. So Pamela.
And Dawn came in right
I will go ahead and give this one to you today for a job that I would be horrible at.
All right. Great job, Pamela.
Christy, I would be horrible at this one too. You are so good.
Interior designer?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I have absolutely no clue what to do when it comes to that.
I bet you are good at some of that kind of stuff.
No.
Like when we go look at when we used to look at houses, you guys.
Well, I know
used
how to pick out what I like, but I have absolutely no idea how to put it together myself.
Okay. And Dawn, you were really close. You came in right behind Pam. So
Pamela, you can, when we're done here, you can just message me your cell number and I'll send you over that $5 Starbucks gift card.
Good job. That was fun.
Super fun. Super fun. Okay, so when we're talking about social media, we're just going to roll with this here. Like we want to ask engaging questions. So a question like that would actually be fun to see what your audience would answer. Like, hey, if you could maybe do this for like a story question. And what job would you be horrible at? I would be horrible at, and then you would share what your answer would be. And then you'd put like a question sticker in your story so that other people can answer. And then you get to know them a little bit better. And it's just fun, right? It's just funny to hear the responses that people think about themselves, like, oh my gosh, I'd be so bad at that job, right? While other people would obviously be good at it. So that's what makes it really cool. And obviously we need people like exterminators, right? It's just not the job for me.
You guys, we do need them because we had been finding these little black ants, black ants around our house. And I was worried they were carpenter ants. And then we hired one exterminator for 2 years that told us they were not carpenter ants, and we're spraying and they kind of disappear. But this winter, we started finding them in late winter, like February, which is not a good sign. If you find ants in your home in the winter, that means probably got a nest in your house somewhere. Anyway, we had to hire a new exterminator because we're like, what have these people been doing for 2 years that we've had before? So anyway, we hired a new exterminator, and sure enough, they were carpenter ants, and they found where they're at by our tub. There seems to be like a water damage by one of our windows. Maybe they don't think it's from the tub, but this exterminator crawled on their hands and knees under our tub and found it. So I love that there's people out there that do that, and we're paying them to get rid of the ants because I do not like pests in our home at all.
Right. Absolutely.
So I'm glad they're there.
So today I want to talk to you guys about boosting your engagement. All right. We want to boost your engagement on social media. We're going to talk about 6 types of calls to action. What I am finding and seeing on social media.
But remember, these are not call to actions to sell. They're not like, yes, I'm in, that kind of stuff. Like these are call to actions to boost engagement. So really, we even call them engagement call to actions.
Well, there's a little bit of stuff, different things sprinkled in there, but we're going to be talking about 6 different things when it comes to your social media calls to action, because what I'm finding is that many travel advisors will post a photo of, a specific resort, and then they will just list out like 65% off, blah, 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 get this, get that. And then, it's call me kind of a thing, put their phone number in there. Or they're constantly just call me today,
What about DM me?
Yeah, they're always pushing the sale, or they're pushing something like, they're always pushing the sale. They're always promoting. Right. And what we want to do when it comes to engagement on social media, first and foremost, you have to remember it is social, right? It is a social platform. So we want to get social with people. We're not going to introduce ourselves to somebody and then start telling them, did you hear about the sale at blah, blah, blah resort? Yada, 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 yada. You got to stay, blah, blah, blah. And 7 nights later and blah, blah, shoo, shoo, shoo. We don't do that when we're starting to shake somebody's hand, right? So we ask questions. We get to know them.
There are some people that will do that, but those are the people usually you're like if you're like, hey, nice to meet you. Did you?
And you start you start backing away from them, right? So we want to talk about some ways that you can boost some engagement on your social media. So a call to action. So just as you're seeing me go through this, I'm going to probably put the letters CTA, call to action, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
All right. So let's start with one of the ways to boost engagement with an engagement type of call to action. So a couple of options would be like a would you rather or a true or false. People like to answer these things. These are simple. Okay. But what we want to do when it comes to our engagement on social media is we want to train our followers to respond to us in a positive way. We want to train them to answer. We want to train them to do something. We want to train them to listen to our direction and actually do it. And as you continually do that, when you do have a promotion, when you do have a, hey, contact me to talk about your honeymoon, contact me, then they're more likely to have a positive response and follow your instructions. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like we're training our audience in a way.
Right.
When we're doing these things.
They say you should follow the 80-20 rule. 80% of the, and some of you heard us say it before, but you can't say it enough because it's true. 80% of the time, you are just going to be giving engaging, informative, entertaining, engaging content, inspiring content. 20% of the time, you're going to promote your service for them to contact you, right? Keep it 80% value, 20% promotion.
Right. Okay, so let's give you two examples, a would you rather example and a true and false example. So here would be a would you rather example. Would you rather go on a relaxing spa retreat or an adventure-filled trip? Let me know your preference in the comments. All right, so why would we ask this question? One, we want to get their answer. When you have somebody that is going to type out an answer, then your boost is going to get promoted a little bit more in terms of the algorithm, right?
Because interaction.
Right. Your post is going to get a little bit of that boost because of that interaction. Okay. So
and when people are typing an answer into your comment, into your comments, it takes them longer. They're on the feed longer, and Instagram measures, and Facebook, they measure all that, how long someone's on your feed, how long they're engaging with your posts, your reactions, comments, all that are triggers for the algorithm to keep showing your stuff.
Right, right. This would also be a fun question that you can do as a poll question, or some sort of question sticker or poll sticker or something like that in your stories, right? Don't be afraid to have a post that says, would you rather go on a relaxing spa retreat or an adventure-filled trip? Then go into your stories and just say the same thing, and then put your sticker on there and see what people's votes are, right? Like, don't be afraid to double dip on that, because not everybody's going to see the post in your feed, but they might see your story or vice versa. Okay. So that's a would you rather example.
I love this.
True or false example would be true or false. The best travel experiences are the ones that take you out of your comfort zone. Share your opinions in the comments, right? So we're getting people to say, true, I agree because blah, blah, blah. False, no, I think it's blah, blah, blah. But most people are probably going to say true to this, you know. But you know what I'm saying? It's still gonna, the whole point is like, you want to get their opinion, and you're giving them a direction on what to do. And they can also quickly just say true if they want. They can just say true super fast, and that's fine. We just want to get them to engage with your content.
This is fabulous. I love it.
Okay. Another engagement type of call to action would be travel questions. We are in the travel business. We should be asking travel questions. And it's actually, people love to talk about this kind of stuff, right? So here are two examples of calls to action that you can use when it comes to travel questions.
Also, by the way, we don't have your comments up right now because when we're on our teaching screen, we see that people are commenting, but we don't see the comments. We will get to you. We're not ignoring you. We're just getting through the teaching real quick.
All right. So this would be, obviously, you're showing a picture of some destination. Have you ever been to this place before? Have you ever been to Jamaica before? Have you ever been to whatever the destination is? And what do you think, right? What do you think? What is your favorite part of it? What would you go back? Anything like that is a good question that's going to elicit some sort of response from people. Or what's your tip for traveling to Jamaica or Hawaii or whatever it is? Okay, so that's an example of an engagement question that you can have. All right, and then do you have any travel plans coming up? That's super great, right? We're in a season now where people are getting ready to travel. We're in spring break. We're going to be having summer travel plans coming up, right? So now's a great time to ask these types of questions. Do you have any travel plans coming up this summer? Do you have, anything like that, just to get people to respond? People like to be able to answer those questions and share with you. And then you get to know people, and then you can respond. And these types of questions also will give you more questions that you can ask and have more conversations when they answer. So do you have any travel plans coming up? Let's say you asked that, I answered, yes, I'm going to Chicago next month, or whatever my answer is. Then you could respond, you could reply to that saying, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Where are you staying? Then I can respond to that, right? So when you ask certain questions, it will allow you to continue conversations with people. And the more that you do that on social media, the better your post is going to rank as well. And the more the algorithm is going to like it.
I think that's great. Wow.
Okay. So another call to action is to get your reader to opt in for your freebie. Okay. So we want our followers, we want the people who find our posts. We do have to occasionally, again, like Lou said, it's kind of an 80-20 rule type of thing. Talk about our free offer. Talk about our free guide that we have, our lead magnet, whatever that might be. So let's go ahead and share just a couple of generic examples of a call to action when you want to offer your free lead magnet. Okay. So 1, take the stress out of travel planning. Get your free guide and plan your next trip with ease. Okay. So we're kind of giving them a little bit of a taste of what they're getting, what's in it for them, why they would want it. But it's just a simple call to action. And then of course you would let them know how they get it, how they would find your lead magnet.
So another example, guys, I've been diving in deep to some new lead magnet training that I've been doing. If we're going to coach you, we need to be coaching ourselves and learning ourselves. And so I never want to ask you guys to do anything I'm not doing myself. And so I've been digging into a brand new content on lead magnet training. So you can be looking for me to be doing something with that in the future. I haven't forgot about the content jumpstart too, all this stuff we're working on in the background, but I don't put it out till it's perfect because I'm a perfectionist. Anyway, but what I was going to tell you is one of the ideas for social, you can do a post like that. You could change those words, because most of you are destination wedding and honeymoon planners in our community. Hey, take the stress out of planning your destination wedding. Get my free guide on planning your destination wedding with ease, right? You can do it that way. Hey, take the stress out of planning or get your honeymoon right. Get my free guide on how to plan the perfect honeymoon with ease. So you can do all kinds of things with this. And then obviously on Facebook, you can put the link in this post. In Instagram, what you have to do is you can put the link in your bio. Right. And then you can have people DM you like a word. Like you could be like, hey, if you would like to get the stress out of travel planning or out of planning an amazing honeymoon, I have a free guide for you to help plan your honeymoon with ease. If you would like it, DM me the word ease or honeymoon. And then what you do is you're going to manually, all you have to do is make sure the link is somewhere where you just copy it.
You just have a saved, you create a saved
Save the link somewhere, copy and you paste, or you can do a save reply where anytime they put in that word, zoom, you're sending it out to them. But that creates engagement. And then you can even add, here's a little tip that Tami doesn't even know about. I mean, she knows about it, but here's a tip that she didn't know I was going to talk about. She knows about that. You can even do a little audio message with it and say, hey, I'm so glad you wanted my free report. I hope this helps you with your honeymoon planning. I hope you find it helpful. Let me know if you have any questions.
Right.
And they might respond back to you.
Now you're building, address them personally. Yeah. It's not like a canned type of thing.
Now you're building relationships. So this, you can milk this out for a long time.
All right. Another call to action to get your follower or reader to opt in for your free lead magnet or your report is get our free report. Learn how to avoid common travel mistakes and make the most out of your trip, right? Sure. So we want to, again, we don't want to just be like, grab my free report, grab my free guide. Like, no, what's in it for them? We want to add a little bit of pizzazz.
Throw some transformational statements in it. We've always talked about this, right? The number one thing we talk about, what do these wedding couples want? They want to have an amazing honeymoon, or they want to be able to get it right. They want to be able to plan it with ease. They want to be able to have the perfect wedding, right? They all want a similar type of transformation. Right. So put a little bit of that transformation to get your lead magnet, right? If you would like this transformation, I've got a free report that's going to help you do that.
Right. Okay, so the next type of calls to action that we're going to be talking about are going to be more of giving that direction on what they should do after they're done reading your post or engaging in your post. You want
That's
you want to tell them to like and save, right? You want to tell them to like and save your post. Why? Because if they're saving it, that means whatever you're sharing is juicy information that they're going to want to have access to at some point. Usually this is going to be good for when you're giving tips on maybe going to a specific type of destination. You know, maybe it's packing tips and they're not they're not traveling right now. So they want to save this post so that they can refer back to it. People save things because they want to refer back to it. So give information that people are going to want to refer back to.
That makes them save it. Carousel posts are great when you're doing tips, right? Tip 1, tip 2, tip 3.
Let's say you go to a destination and you tried out this restaurant, you went to this particular store, you did this particular activity, you stayed in this building, in this room, on this floor, you had this butler. Whatever it is that is a personal thing that nobody's going to retain, you share the information in your post, and then you say, be sure to like and save this post.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at a couple of calls to action that have to do with that. Some examples. Looking for some travel inspiration, hit that like button and save this post for your wanderlust, right? So let's just say you're giving details on different places, and you know, let's say you go to Paris and you're like, here are the top 5 cafes that I visited while I was in Paris, right? So then you list those out a bit, and then this type of travel inspiration, wanderlust, you know, save this for later type of call to action would work well for that.
Yeah.
Or don't miss out on our latest travel tips and inspiration. Give this post a like and save it for your next adventure, right? So again, we want to give people direction on what to do. You don't want to just have a post and spend all this time doing social media and then having no purpose for it. Right. If you do not tell people what to do, they will not do anything. They won't like it. They won't, you know, save it. They won't they won't DM you.
You've got to guide them.
We've got to guide them, and we want to train you. You want to train your followers to take action in some specific way.
Right. Now, one idea that, again, I'm going to talk about is you can also, let's say you have your lead magnet or your free report is on five ways to plan a destination wedding, 5 ways to have a legal Catholic wedding in Mexico without stress and overwhelm. Let's just pretend, we're just pretending. You can do a live, an Instagram live or a Facebook live, and talk about one of those topics. Mm-hmm. You can do a blog post of one of those topics too. I would do both, because on your blog also you've got 2 different things going on, one on your website, one in social media. But you can get in there and do like a quick 10-minute teaching on the one topic. And then you can say, well, now listen, we don't really have time to dig deep, but if you would like to dig deeper into this topic, I have a free report that digs really deep into this topic of how to have a legal Catholic wedding in Mexico. It's going to talk about finding those venues. It's going to help you navigate the legalities of this. So if you want that, click on the link below. Or if you're on Instagram, you say, or you can go to my bio, or you can just say, DM me the word Catholic. That's a big word, but you know what I mean. And I'll send it to you. So these are ways that you can use lives and video too, because I'm telling you, you should do the blog post, of course, and link it to your lead magnet as well. But when you go live, people connect with you so much better when they meet you. They get to hear you. They get to see your face. Even if it's already recorded and been on Facebook for 3 days, it doesn't matter. People connect with you better when they see who you are.
Okay, so the next thing, and then I have a tip at the end that I'll be sharing as well to help kind of wrap this all up.
I'm not messing up your teaching, am I?
Not too bad. No.
You're not too bad, huh? All right.
I got to give him grief, you know.
All right.
It's what we do as husbands and wives, right? Okay. So the next type of call to action is getting people to like and share. Why do we want people to share it? Because this is going to increase your followers. It's going to give you a bigger footprint. It's going to get more in front of more people when people will share your post, okay, or your video or whatever it is that you've got going on. Like and share is a call to action,
because all these things are triggers to the algorithm. No matter whether it's YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or even Pinterest, you guys, it doesn't matter. These are the These are the engagement, sharing, liking, responding, saving, reposting. Those are the triggers that the algorithm looks for to send your content out farther and make it stay on longer.
Right. All right. Let's give 2 examples of like and share calls to action.
Okay.
So, traveling is always better with friends. Share this post and let's plan our next adventure together.
Love
okay.
it.
So we're just sharing maybe an
Like
inspirational destination type post, and then you end it with this. Okay.
Love
So maybe you've shared a few facts about a destination, and then this is your call to action at the end.
Right.
Okay.
Good.
So we've got so much great media that we have access to. I mean, we get people's attention. We've got a beautiful professional media as travel professionals, right?
Yes.
But we need to get that to work for us. And we're not going to get it to work for us if all we do is just post it and then we don't have any
you
sort of
got to do
purpose.
something with it. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time. And you don't want to wait. I mean, you might get 1 or 2 random. You might accidentally have someone stumble into your realm because you just get lucky, but you don't want to get, you don't have to be lucky. This isn't magic. This is all math. It's all about how to properly follow the procedure.
Right.
You don't have to guess. You don't have to get lucky. When you follow the procedure, it will work.
All right. So let's give another like and share type of call to action. Want to make someone's day? Share this post and give them some travel inspiration to dream about. Right.
Like
so we're giving them, again, we're letting them know, hey, this actually, that would be good. I want to give somebody some travel inspiration. I want to spread some joy today. I want to make somebody's day by sharing this information. And I think it's, really inspiring or whatever it might be. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is another way to have people share stuff. Now, obviously, most of what's really shared, to be honest with you, is it's either really inspirational,
okay,
or it's funny, or entertaining in some way. All right. So
entertaining things definitely get shared a lot. Or I'm even texting things to my family if I see something that I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so funny. Just my family get annoyed, yes, but I still like to share.
So so anyway, that's what so let's say you come across like a video, and it's, like somebody's at the Grand Canyon and their hair is sticking up, because you get that whole electro, and that's the video of it, and it's funny. And so people share it. That's the same sort of kind,
Wait, does that happen at the Grand Canyon?
Yeah.
There's some electromagnetic field there?
Yeah. That
can't be good. That can't be healthy.
Well, I think it just has to do with elevation and different things like that.
It's probably the government.
All right. Call to action type 6 that we're talking about today is getting the reader to reach out to you for help.
Yes.
All right.
This is part of that 20% we're talking
20%
about.
20% is
right
of the time you want to have a call to action where you're like just straight out saying, hey, if you need help with this, I'm your person. I'm your gal. I'm your guy.
Right.
Okay. So let's look at a couple examples of how that would look in a social post.
All right.
Spoil your loved one with a romantic getaway. Contact me to plan it now. All right. So this is way different than just contact me today. Guys, we got to spruce it up. We got to make it sound sexier. We got to make it sound better.
Right.
And we want somebody to think, oh, I want to spoil my loved one. I want to, that sounds like a good transformation for me to, so contact me to plan it now, spoil your loved one. So then you're motivating somebody in a little bit more emotional way.
I love that. I would say, wow, your partner with a romantic getaway, contact me to help you set up today.
Right. Or if you're doing family vacations, become your family's hero. That kind of a thing.
Yeah. Become dad. Be the dad of the year. Plan your next family getaway with me.
Right.
Bam.
Another example would be, let's plan your next romantic adventure. Contact me for personalized recommendations.
Oh, I like that. That's good.
Right. Really? So maybe in the post you talked about how you like to ask questions and get to know people so that you can really give them a experience that's exactly what they're looking for, blah, blah, blah. And then you end with this call to action. Makes more sense. Okay.
Yes.
So here is my trick of the trade that is going to blow your minds. Everybody ready?
I'm ready. I'm getting nervous.
Lou's getting nervous. Lou's backing away. He's slowly backing away.
Yeah.
And this is begin with the end in mind. I say this a lot for a lot of different things, but when it comes to your social media, I actually think you should choose the purpose of your post and the call to action before you do anything else. Choose the call to action and the purpose of your post first, then create your caption, and then choose your media.
Okay. But wouldn't some people sometimes see a media that inspires them?
Potentially.
Okay.
Potentially, yes. But I still think that we naturally think too much about the media first.
Okay.
And how we're going to finagle something regarding that. When if we have a vision and a picture in our mind first and can write out what we want to do and have a purpose first, which is our call to action, everything else will happen so much easier. It's not going to be as much toil and as much just twiddling our thumbs and staring at the screen and finding this awesome video or finding this awesome image of that, is like a resort media gallery that like is just like blows you away, but then you don't know what to say.
Yeah, that's true. I can see that.
And then your post has no purpose. We want to post with purpose. We want
wait, I think we should type that, post with purpose. That should be our motto, post with purpose.
All right. So let's open with up for Q&A real quick. Any thoughts or things that anybody would like to share to encourage the community? Go ahead and put those in the comments.
And we might have had some comments we missed. So we'll
go back to that.
So now we're good. Now we can see your comments. Oh, good. We got some claps.
All right. So
hey, Denise. Denise is here. Hey, Denise. Hello.
So is this more for IG stories or regular posts? This would be for both, really.
Yeah, it really is.
I think I kind of put it more in the aspect of regular posts, but literally all of these. You need to have calls to action and you need to get good at saying them and get used to saying them. Because if you don't tell somebody what to do, they will do nothing. If you don't say, hey, would you rather blank or blank? Let me know. Answer here. Like sometimes people literally won't answer if you don't even tell them that, right? Like sometimes we really need to be like just giving direction. And so I would use calls to action in your stories and in your posts. And like I said earlier, don't be afraid to have the exact same thing. Whatever you say in your post, like go and do a story about the same thing and ask the same question. Right. And leave people with an opportunity to respond. So, hey, Denise. All right. Vanessa said such great tips. Glad to hear that.
Vanessa, you're always so kind. That email you sent about Content Hero was really touched our hearts too. And we appreciate all your encouraging words. And and I wanted to say hi. Someone said hello, 20K family. So it doesn't say the name, but I'm saying hi to them.
Okay. And then Pamela said, what app or way to give an audio response that you mentioned? So that's just right there in the Instagram chat. Yeah.
Or you can even use your Messenger in Facebook too. Right. To message them. So you can use Facebook Messenger. There's a little audio, like a little microphone. You just press it and speak into it and then send it. So you would find the contact you're trying to speak to, pull them up. As long as they're in Messenger with you, I think they might have to be your friend or somehow.
No. If they respond to you and ask for your free report or whatever, you can send that to them, and then you can just, you're already in this considered
you've already got a
chat
conversation, right?
And then you can just click the little microphone icon, and that will help you.
You just speak right
recording.
into it.
I think it's like a 60-second, 59-second type of limit.
Yep, that's how you do it. It's right there for you. You don't have to worry about any other app.
All right. So Mary said, I'm not good with Facebook Live. Any other alternatives?
Well, now, Mary, let's dig deeper into that. Why do you think you're not good at Facebook Lives? What does that mean? Like Mary, why do you think you're bad at Facebook Lives? What does that mean? Real quick. Because you are smart and just because you're a hard worker, I know it doesn't mean you're good at Facebook Live, but what is it that's making you think you're not good at it? Do you think you don't like the live aspect, or that's the only one because you just feel like, oh my gosh, I'm live. And there
like we are right now. Oh my gosh, we're live. Right. Like anything could happen. We could say something absolutely crazy.
And just so you guys know, even though we do this every week, I get nervous before we go on. Maybe Tammy doesn't, but I'm a little nervous every time before we go on. Even though we know you guys, you're so nice to us. You're encouraging. We hardly have anybody that's ever been mean, but I still get nervous because I want it to be good and I don't want to let you guys down. So it is normal. Mary, if you're nervous, it's normal to be nervous. Sometimes you just got to do it anyway, but put in there what you think it is about. Right. Let's see if she said.
She says she messes up the video. Okay. All right. So Mary, so what I would do then if you
thank you for your honesty.
For anyone who struggles with doing video, here is a little trick to start you getting used to the concept of video. Like I didn't roll out of bed when I was 5 knowing how to do video. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we all have.
Well, you were 6 so when you got good.
We take little steps and we get more and more confident. But let's say, for example, you're part of our Content Hero program and you have that video script that we give you, and it's usually about 1 minute long. And that's still talking for 1 minute. It's still, you like, there's sometimes I'm just like, blah, 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 when I'm making video, right? This is what happens when you, so don't be afraid to section it off and do little clips. And you just hold your camera, or you got your camera set up and you push play. And you do like, you practice like 1 or 2 lines, and then you record those 1 or 2 lines and you hit stop, right? And then you go back and you do the next couple of lines, you practice them, and then you say them, right? And then in the end, because it's so much easier to put a video together than it used to be, then you just upload it as a reel, you put all the clips together, boom. You can add some transitions if you needed to, some music, obviously, that kind of a thing. And then you're not having to feel like, okay, first of all, I got to read this because I don't know what I'm saying otherwise. Second, this is too much for me to do all at once. Like take it in little chunks. And actually, if you see people's videos nowadays, you'll see that
there'll be a little flash.
There's like a little.
That means they've edited it.
And they feel like, oh, they look a little farther away now. Oh, they look a little closer. Oh, they're standing this way now. And before they were standing this way. It's okay. Like that actually keeps your viewer engaged when there's a little bit of movement. Yeah. So it actually will help you as well. So start there. And then as you keep doing that and practicing that, and you get better and better at that, then you'll be more and more confident at that, then you'll probably be ready to maybe take the next step of going live. And even if it's just going live for a quick little update, it's not even about people being there. It's just the fact that you did a live video and people can watch the replay.
Well, Mary, if it'll help too, always think of your lives as you are having a conversation with someone. Like when we are going live, like usually we have an agenda, like we're going to teach this concept. Like today, we're teaching some engagement call to actions you can use in social media. We had notes. So we have 2 monitors, Mary. We have we're looking at a camera on Tammy's computer, but on the side of us where I'm pointing, you can't see my finger. Hang on, Mary. That's where I'm over there is our monitor with our notes on it. So you know what?
Here, I'll show you.
What? You can do that? All right, we're going to show you, Mary.
You guys can see.
Do I sound like Jimmy Stewart? Mary.
I feel
like I sound like Jimmy Stewart saying this. Sorry, Mary.
Here's our monitor with our notes. See?
So here we are at the camp, but we have our notes over here so that we just Tammy's following. Plus, with something like StreamYard, like we were able to put our notes in the banners. Like those notes pop up on the screen. Those are pre-put in there. So it does take, to do it live really well, Mary, you have some preparation. We prepare for these. Like we don't just show up and do this off the top of our head. Like we had.
And that what you just saw is going to eventually be my blog post.
Right. And then that'll turn it out. So you guys can literally you guys can write a blog post or take a blog post from Content Hero, publish it, and use that as an outline to do a live. Just follow the notes. But remember, you're talking to people on the other, and I understand that can make you nervous. Like I said, I get nervous before we do it every time, even if I don't act nervous. I do get, and that's probably why sometimes I crack jokes, because I get a little nervous. So cracking jokes helps me feel more relaxed and loosens up the levity. And then if you guys laugh or put a face emoji, then that makes me relax even more. I'm like, thank God people like me. Right. So anyway, but so the key is that if you can look at it, and you always think that you're talking to one person, because no matter all those people that watch, whether it's 5 people or 20, anyone that comes, just pretend like you're talking to one human being, because every single person will get something out of it, because they're going to think you're talking to them. Right. And so that's the best advice I can give. Do prepare ahead of time, give yourself a note, get another monitor if you need to, but another monitors are cheap. They're like $100 nowadays. for a good one, and they're really affordable, and it makes your life so much easier to do a live. But
Right.
your notes will be up. Follow your notes, and just that's the best advice. But you're just having conversation. Like, you don't really have to mess up. Like, if you're talking to someone at a wedding show, or you're talking to one of your clients on the phone and you mess up, it's a conversation.
Right,
People mess
right.
up all the time.
Yeah.
So give yourself the freedom to be conversational and mess up, because guess what? When we talk, we never say everything right. It's never going to be perfect. It's
And
conversation.
If you go live and afterwards you're just like, oh my gosh, that was a train wreck, just delete it.
True.
Just delete it.
Mary, you can do that too. Yeah. If you're done going live and you don't want to leave it up there, just delete it. It's
And
okay.
then also, if you just need practice going live, create your own fake test Facebook Live Facebook group. Sorry.
You can do that.
Create your own
All right.
Facebook group that is just a place where you go live to test your audio, to practice.
There's a good thing for everybody.
Just go in there. It's just you. Nobody's going to see it because nobody's in the group, but it's a place where you can go, and then you can go back and watch it. You can go back and listen to it. And then you can see where maybe you got to have better lighting. Maybe your sound wasn't very good.
This is good.
Maybe you need to have a little bit more energy. You felt like you were too monotone, whatever it is, right? This is how we correct ourselves, and we help ourselves grow. And that's a safe place. And then it also just helps you with the tech side of it, right? You know how to do it then. True. Because you went live. You legit went live, but it's in a Facebook group that nobody knows exists except for you. And then you can do it that way and just learn that way.
Yeah. Great idea. You know what? And Denise, I saw Denise say, Mary, you can help me. Denise, you can become a member. One of you could create the Facebook group. Denise could become a member, and you guys can literally, Mary can practice to Denise. Denise can practice to Mary.
Yeah, right. Exactly. All right.
That's a great suggestion, Tami.
Just real quick, wanted to let everybody know about the Destination Wedding and Honeymoon Content Hero. If you're not a part of that program, it's done for you. Romance, travel, content, and it's jam-packed with everything you could ever need.
Literally, you have 2 blog posts on 2 different topics, one for destination wedding, one for honeymoon. Social media posts that go with each blog post. We write the captions for you. So with our call to actions to help you get engagement, we got photos that can go with it, or you can use your own photos. Photos can be tricky, but we try our best every month to find the best photos. We have a live coaching call every month that goes with it. And April's new honeymoon and destination wedding content is coming out April 1st.
April 1st.
So, but if you're not a part of it, please join in. We have another comment real quick, sweetheart.
Yeah, check it out, 20kcontenthero.com. And just curious, are you talking into your computer camera or your phone when you use Facebook Live? We're on our computer right now, and I have a webcam.
Yeah, so we're just talking into our computer's webcam right now, and we have an external camera we bought from Logitech. You don't have to do that. Like some of the cameras on really good computers are not really good quality. So you don't always have to, you don't always have to buy an external camera. But because we do webinars and presentations and coaching, we felt like we needed to have a really high level camera. And so we bought one, but you don't have to do that. So right.
So okay, good question. But you can you can obviously when you're in location, you're gonna go live from your phone. Yeah. So you're gonna need to practice either way.
Instagram is it's easier to use on your phone than a computer. So if you're on Instagram Live, you do it on your phone, and you would hold it, or you can get a stand and put your camera on a stand and talk into your phone that way.
Right. But right now we're streaming to 2 different Facebook groups, my business Facebook page, and to YouTube. We're streaming to all those locations right now. We're live in all those locations.
We use a software called StreamYard, which I really do like. It makes life easy. Oh, hey, Carrie. Hello.
Is there a difference between the 20K Destination Wedding class and the Content Hero group? Yes. So Carrie, we have our 20K System and Toolkit, which is our DIY Destination Wedding Business course.
And then we have laser coaching sessions in there. Well, Carrie's a part of that.
Right.
So Carrie, you're part of that. So tomorrow at 4:00 Eastern, we have our class, our laser coaching class, going through the modules, helping you guys answer questions. The coaching, we started a new question and answer class for Content Hero because we want to give the same support for Content Hero, that if people have questions on the content that month, how to use it.
But Content Hero is a membership with the done for you content.
So basically, you have done for you content, you can just edit and make your own and post so that you don't have to waste hours of your life trying to create content. That's what that is. So hopefully we explained that. Okay, I know. And we changed the name. It used to be called 20K Content Hero. We still have the URL, but we changed it to Destination Wedding and Honeymoon Content Hero to try a little bit because it was getting confusing between 20K System and Toolkit and Content Hero. So we've tried to separate the names so it's not so confusing. So I apologize for any confusion.
All right. Well, we've kept you long enough. Great topic today. Hopefully you guys all benefited from this.
Right.
And stay connected. Follow us on the gram, or follow me anyway on the gram.
Yeah, I'm not really on Instagram.
And
thanks for bots. Thank God for bots. I keep growing my followers.
Yeah.
Even though I'm never on there, but anyway.
Anyway. All right. Well, guys, have a great week. Thanks for being here. God bless you. And
we'll see all of our new 20Kers and laser coaching tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
So,
bye.
All right. God bless.